guys, welcome back. In today's video we're gonna be getting ready for brunch, so I'm gonna be doing my makeup with you guys, putting on my outfit, and I'm gonna be showing you guys my fragrance as well. I sound a little nasal because I am sick, so kindly ignore that, and let's get into this video. I am cleaning up my brows with my concealer from the MAC palette in the shades NC45 and NC48, I believe. And I'm just buffing out the concealer with my brush from Real Techniques. I'm gonna go ahead and set that concealer down with some loose powder from Anastasia Beverly Hills in the shade Banana. I'm also gonna go ahead and fill in my brows as usual. I'm gonna go ahead and clean the top part of my brows with the concealer that is closest to my skin tone. I'm using the same flat brush that I used earlier. I also like to fade the front part of my brows so that they don't look as blocky. And I'm just buffing the concealer out. For primer, I'm gonna use the one from Milk. I'm gonna put that all over my skin. I'm having a little bit of a reaction around my mouth, so I'm gonna go over that with some color corrector, and I'm just gonna use that opportunity to color correct other parts of my face, because today I'm not gonna be using foundation. I'm gonna use a skin tint, so I'm color correcting my under eye area and wherever I have the reaction going on. And then I'm gonna go over with a little bit of the loose powder from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and my puff, I'm gonna set that color corrector down, a light layer, not a very heavy layer, so that it sits down quite well. So I'm using my Fenty Beauty skin tint in the shade 18 and 19. I like to mix these two up. One is like really cool toned and one is very warm. So I just mix those two, and I'm gonna go ahead and buff that out with my Real Techniques Insta Pop Face Brush. Of course, I'm going all over my face with a damp sponge to do some extra blending. For concealer, I'm using my Born This Way concealer in the shade Chestnut and Butterscotch. I'm putting butterscotch under my eyes, the bridge of my nose, and a little bit on the center of my forehead. Butterscotch is the lighter one, and then the chestnut is closer to my skin tone. So I'm gonna put that over the mustache area, a little bit on my forehead and my chin. While I let that sit, I'm gonna go ahead and use my stick foundation from Juvia's Place to cream contour. I put that on, the hollows of my cheeks, my temples, and forehead, and I'm buffing that out with my Insta Pop cheek brush from Real Techniques. So I'll blend that out, and whatever is left on the brush, I'm gonna put that on my chin and jawline area. So I'm going ahead to blend out my concealer. I started with what's on my chin and my mustache area, and I'm gonna blend out what's on my nose and finally what's under my eyes. Now I'm going to go over with a sponge to pick up any excesses and to do some extra blending. I'm also going to go over, the nose, the bridge of my nose, and finally under my eyes to do some extra blending to pick up any excesses and whatnot. I also went over my eyelids just to conceal them a bit because I'm going to do a bit of an eyeshadow look. Finally, I am blending out my cream contour that I did on my nose. I like to save this for last so that it blends out very, very easily. I bring that all the way into the beginning of my brows, into my eyelid area, and I drag it down the sides of the bridge of my nose. Of course, I'm going in with my foundation brush to do some extra blending, to blending any harsh lines and to make sure everything is in sync on my face. I also like to go back in with what I used to blend out my contour to go over where I applied my contour, just to make sure my contour is still sitting. So I go back and forth with brushes. For cream blush, I'm using one from Rare Beauty. This is a blush that I reach out for on an everyday basis. If I want to do makeup, I really like how it blends out. And it is peachy, and it's long lasting. So yeah, it just blends into my undertone and my skin, and I just love how it looks. I'm blending that out with my e.l.f. blush brush. As you can see, it blends it out beautifully. I'm going back in with my sponge to blend out any creases under my eyes and on my eyelids before I go ahead and set. You need to do this before you set with powder so you don't end up setting creases. I'm going in with my powder from One Size Beauty. I'm using that and a powder puff to push some of the powder under my eyes. For the rest of my face, I'm using the loose setting powder from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm pushing that everywhere else that I applied concealer to. I'm using the same powder puff. For the rest of my face, I'm gonna set my skin tint with my Fenty Beauty powder in the shade 370. I'm just using a big powder brush to push that everywhere else on my face. This is definitely closer to my skin tone, so you can still see, the sculpt going on. I'm using my airbrush bronzer from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm gonna apply that where I applied my cream bronzer or my cream contour earlier. Also going over my nose contour. I'm gonna do a little bit of baking because we will be outside, and of course I want to prevent any fallout, so I'm gonna apply a little bit of powder under my eyes so that we do our eyeshadow. I'm using the same powder, by the way. A quick look that I like doing. I like to line my lash line with a bit of matte black eyeshadow and a very tiny brush. Secondly, I go in with a dark brown on top of the black and I create just a tiny wing, nothing too dramatic. Then I go ahead and smoke out the black with the dark brown, and it just gives me a soft wing that is not like too much. It's just really soft. I'm also going in with a light brown into my crease so that my eyes don't look as flat. And then I'm gonna go in with the dark brown that I used. I'm gonna put that lightly all over my eyelids to create a smoky brown eyeshadow look. This look, I like to pair it with tight lining my eyes with a dark brown pencil and not a black, because this look is a softer brown look. And then I go ahead and use a very soft brown that I used in my crease to smoke out my lower lash line. I'm also going all over my face with my powder brush, just blending everything in. And then I am dusting off the powder from my under eye area with my setting brush from Real Techniques. I'm going into these two shades and I'm going to apply that onto the apples of my cheeks as blush. They work really well with the cream or the liquid blush that I applied, so I'm just putting that on top of that. It just gives a very soft blush look and I really love it. Also going to be applying my falsies. This tool has made everything super easy for me when it comes to applying our eyelashes. So yeah, I'm really sorry that I sound scary, but I'm going through it, so please forgive me. I'm going ahead to line my lips with a dark brown lip liner. Then I'm just gonna go ahead and set my face with my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Finish Setting Spray to keep the makeup in place. For mascara, I'm using one from Huda. I'm gonna put that on just my lower lashes. For highlighter, I'm using the Honey Star from Laura Mercier. I'm gonna put that into my inner corners, my brow bone, the tip and the bridge of my nose, as well as the high points of my cheekbones. I'm going on top of the dark brown lip liner with a bit of a lighter brown nude lipstick from NYX in the shade Berlin. And I'm going in with the NYX Lip Lingerie in the shade Teddy. I'm putting that at the center of my lip. And I'm going in with this Beauty Creations Nude Gloss. I'm just putting that at the center just to give me a little bit of a nude ombre. And this is the look. So I'm wearing these white slippers. I'm using the perfume from Marc Jacobs, my white bag and gold accessories, and I'm just doing my turban. This fabric was given to me by GTP. They sponsored a post on Instagram. So yeah, I ended up using this dress and I really loved it. And guess what? It has pockets. It's a maxi dress and it has pockets, and I really love dresses with pockets. I'm pairing it with these white sunnies, and yeah, I feel like this look came together so beautifully. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I'll see you guys in my next one. Take care, guys. Bye.